David and Goliath won, the Valerian stage. Setting the scene, a hush settled over the valley of Elah just before dawn, the mist curling low over the olive trees and rocky outcrops. Rolling hills streaked in sleepy purples and golds cradled to great armies. The Israelites on their side, shields aligned in tight ranks. The Philistines opposite them, armored dark and reflective under the awakening sun. In the center, two tents lay closer to the ridge, Agag's King Saul's and the Philistine commander, as like beacons of divine hope and warlike assertion. Goliath of Gath awaited them. David tried it on. I cannot walk in these. I'm not used to them. They clanked and rattled, slowing him down. He shed them, returned the gear with gratitude and humility. Instead, he chose his shepherd's tools. Staff, 5 smooth stones from the brook, come here. And I'll give your flesh to the birds and beasts. And his sling simple, but wielded thousands of times under his care. As their champion stepped forward into the light, a mountain, striding across the earth, he was no mere bully. The morning crowd parted. Soldiers watched from atop ridges. Nature itself seemed to lean forward, waiting. He was a colossus. The Philistine army was silent. Goliath's laugh rolled like thunder as he sized up this boy. Even the wind stilled. The stone struck the giant's forehead with divine accuracy. Some dropped their armor, blankets, weapons in desperation. They ran until their dust mounds vanished over ridges. Bronze clanged. Chariots screamed or hurled. Fear turned into unstoppable momentum. See, the Philistines fled. A soft hiss through the air. Twice, Goliath's knees shook. Each rotation an echo of every past fight with lions and bears. David, sword in hand, stood over fallen Goliath, breathing heavily. A sling of past triumphs, in the name of the one who fights with you. Oh! He looked skyward, overwhelmed and amazed. His spear dropped. His eyes widened in shock, then closed. Relational strife don't strap on someone else's armor. Hearts raced in both armies. Use your own tools. Prayer, scripture, memories of past victories, and trust in God's character. The humongous body fell face first to the ground with an earth-shaking crash. Dust billowed. The valley seemed to exhale. The battle is the Lord's. Today, the Lord will deliver you into my hands. Bronze headpiece shaped like a lion's crest. Spiritual battle, remember? Like David, your springboard is simple. 5 stones of remembrance. Greaves of bronze clad his legs. Emotion built. 3 times, wind whistled. Bugles murmured from sidelines, remembering every stone of past faithfulness. Sent by Jesse to bring food to his brothers serving under King Saul, Saul looked at the boy with incredulous eyes. Wiry build, soft hands, aged roughly around 16. He traversed the camps, weaving through tents and ranks. But I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. He spoke not with bravado, but with divine certainty. And all this assembly will know that the Lord does not save with sword and spear. Until he heard the giant mocking, he paused. Each word hit harder than a thrown javelin. The Israelite soldiers, battle-hardened but shaken, rage, shame, fear, confusion in their eyes. He approached the valley's edge once more, alone. Fortress-scaled coat of mail weighing more than any common man, announced himself. Let no man's heart fail because of him. I will go and fight this Philistine. But behind those eyes burned conviction. Answered, you come against me with sword, spear, javelin. Silence fell, then release. Spear in his hand so large its iron tip rivaled a ship's anchor. Each morning for 40 days he thundered across the valley. Choose a man to come down to me. If he can fight and kill me, we will become your subjects. But if I overcome him and kill him, you will become ours. His words rolled across the landscape, defiantly challenging, mocking. But Israel, fearful and paralyzed, remained silent.
Oh.
No champion stepped forth. Courage born from faith, not size or strength. 2. David's arrival. An unlikely hero not part of the army. David came from Bethlehem's fields. David's blood burned. Why is this happening? Who is this uncircumcised Philistine to defy the armies of the living God? Each repetition rang louder. Soon, even the soldiers noticed the young shepherd's outrage and strength. He found Saul's tent. 3. Armor of faith versus armor of bronze. Saul humored and hopeful. Offered his armor, helmet, chestplate, sword. For the verbal duel, taunts, accusations, faith. Goliath? Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks? The Philistines bellowed in support, leaning forward, hungry for the fight. David, steady and unflinching. 5. The moment before. Breath of destiny. David retrieved a stone and placed it in his sling. Feeling the familiar grooves of the smooth pebble, he whirled the sling once. The stone sailed like a comet through the dawn a silent transporter. 6. The strike. Giant falls, time slowed. Thud. A pin dropped somewhere. 7. The aftermath. Pursuit and liberation, then came the surging eruption of shouts from the Israelites as they charged. All that remained, Israel's warriors exulting. 8. Reflections on faith and triumph in that 15-minute of drama. We witness more than a warrior's defeat or the fall of a giant. Divine power working through unlikely vessels, even a shepherd's sling. The transformation of fear into action, God's sovereignty. The Lord saves not with sword and spear, but through faith and divine purpose. 9. Closing echo. A word for today: imagine the giant in your life, overwhelming, insurmountable. What stands between you and your victory? Physical limitation, emotional struggle. When you face giants' finance pressures, health fears. 10. Final charge: engage the valley as you step off the ridge today. Keep your eyes on the giant, but keep your heart anchored on the Lord. Speak truth over your valley. The victory belongs to the Lord, and his strength is my shield. Swing the sling. Act in obedience, because with God you aren't small. You're his champion.